In a world where the unknown whispers in the dark, where shadows move and questions remain unanswered, tonight we step beyond the veil. Welcome to Journey through the EGH Talk Show, where the paranormal meets the unexplained and the truth is never far away. From ghostly encounters to UFO sightings to the mysteries that keep us awake at night. You're not just watching, you're part of the investigation. So dim the lights, open your mind, and prepare to question everything you thought you knew. This is your journey into the unknown.
Guys, and welcome to Journey Through the EGH Paranormal Talk Show, live and exclusive on all channels wherever you are watching. I'm not quite sure if we are live on certain things or we're not. It doesn't feel like it. It's not my normal layout, if that makes sense. So why we're not, don't know.
James here.
We're not
Hey,
live.
Jane.
I don't know why we're not live on TikTok. Don't know why that's not working, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about that tonight. Good evening, Jane. Hello, everybody. Let me know you are in the chat. Let us know that you are there. It's been, I don't know why we are not serving different ones tonight, but you know what? I'm really not worried. It's too hot to worry, isn't it? It's too hot to worry. It's Thursday. It is the 9th of July, 2026. We are baking. We are baking in the sun. Are we not?
Aren't we just? Aren't we just?
If you are watching live on YouTube, let us know if you're watching live on YouTube and you can see us and you can hear us. That would be great. Let us know if you are on Facebook as well. Wherever you are watching, Heidi is locked in. Good evening, Heidi. Jane is locked in as well. Good evening, Jane. Welcome, one and all in one. Yeah. It's been a crazy, crazy week with this heat. Is it not?
Yeah. So much so that I haven't got a rent. I'll just stop.
No, it is. It is beyond. It is beyond everything at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm
not renting today because I'm too hot.
It is silly. It is silly at the moment.
Probably have got a rent. It won't be the show if I didn't do a rant, but just a quick rant, and it's about the World Cup.
Go for it.
Do you not think it's the Messi show? Do you think it's just not being set up for Lionel Messi? Because after that Egypt game the other day, and VAR getting involved in everything going, and then I watched the Panama game where Paraguay game where they're kicking chunks out of people, and they weren't even involved. And then you get the red card. And our bloke's picked up another match ban, hasn't he? One more match ban.
He's got two. Got two games, which is ludicrous. I think there's a lot of.
I think they're putting it. There's something there to make it a goodbye to Messi. I think.
Well, you've got to think that not to say goodbye to Messi, but Messi plays his football in the United States, and that's what my link is. I do feel that.
So it's not really a rankings, but it's just not fairness for everybody, is it?
No, it's not. It's totally not. It really isn't. And that's the sad thing about it, to be fair. Yeah. That is the sad thing about it. It's not a fair cop. I do think we're destined for some. I don't quite know what the other side of the draw they're looking at, who they want, but it does feel like Argentina will be in the final. You just look at some of the decisions that went against us, against, who we played last. Or was it Mexico? Yeah. Which I understand we're in Mexico. I get all that. But yeah, it was a little bit, in my eyes, a little bit corrupt, to say the least.
And isn't an Argentine ref tonight on the French game?
Wouldn't surprise me.
I think
So,
it is, you know.
if it's an Argentinian ref tonight, then we expect what is it? Morocco to go through. I'm
Yeah,
saying that now.
yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. But I don't know how I would see the ref.
So, yeah, who
Well,
knows, eh?
That's just a little rant this week, but it's not really a rant.
Good evening, Cheryl. How are we tonight? Good evening. I do believe there's going to be one hell of a massive delay on YouTube, and I don't know why. If you are watching on YouTube, it would be really good if you could comment, because I just don't know if the YouTube link is live. It just doesn't feel like. I know Maz said she was watching it on YouTube, but
On Facebook now, yeah. So,
yeah.
why did you swap over, Maz?
Oh no, it seems to be there. It does seem to be there. Yeah, it does seem to be there. It looks like there. So if you are watching on YouTube, please put in the chat to let you know there. We are going to be doing a little bit of a different show. As you can see, it is only myself and Si tonight. Paranormal Paul is feeling a little bit under the weather. I should think it's a lot to do with the heat. So he's got the night off tonight. So we're going to do a bit of a question and answer session for you tonight, guys. We are going to just put it out to you to ask any question that you want, any conspiracy. Just remember, this is a paranormal channel, so it can be to do with UFOs, it could be doing with conspiracies, it could be doing with ghosts, or anything like that. What has sort of got onto your bandwagon this week? So yeah,
What's on your radar?
Yeah, whatever you are feeling, whatever is sort of just getting out there. If you've seen anything, have you let anything? I do feel that there is some form of issue tonight with this streaming service, so I just can't see any. I can't see any comments coming in from YouTube. So if you are commenting, please just let me know if you are commenting. Just say hi. And that would be great. But we are live. I know we are. So it's just taking it's a long. It's just taking a while to get through. I believe so. Just say hi, guys. Let us know. We're going to be talking about a few things. I'm going to just stop Julian. I've just got to do all the normal things. If you don't manage to listen to the whole show and you feel like listen again, just remember we are over on Spotify as well. We upload this to the show at the end of the show, and you can listen again on your way to work, sitting on the train to work, on a long journey, on a ghost hunt. If you're going to do some UFO spotting, stick them on. Let us know what you think, and go from there. So here we go. Right, we did have a question, didn't we, the other day that was sent in privately by Jane, and what she thought was happening to do with CERN. Now, CERN, we're not too up on CERN, okay? It's something that is a little bit over my head, but CERN is the world's largest hydrogen collider. It is around 27 kilometers underground ring, and it goes. I believe it's near Geneva, but it goes across points of Switzerland and France.
Yeah,
It's right on the cusp of all three borders there. Little short story of it, just reading it on the AI view of Google, accelerates subatomic particles, protons and ions, to 99.9% the speed of light, and then smashes them together. By doing this, scientists are trying to recreate the conditions of early universe to discover fundamental particles and force the govern reality. Operated by the European Organization of Nuclear Research, it has been quite a talk over the last couple of days. So We are live on YouTube, so that's good.
But my theory, my question to that is, if we're smashing protons and whatever, then surely it's dangerous in the fact that we're mucking about. It's got to be nuclear.
It is definitely nuclear. It's very, very nuclear. When it first turned itself, where they first started it, they did believe there was going to be issues. The conspiracy theorists went mad. Obviously, there is a lot of conspiracy theories that every time they turn this on and off, we are jumping alternate realities. We are jumping from one reality to another reality. It is very weird.
Turned off now, isn't it?
Yeah, they turned it off, this is the bizarre one. They turned it off, and now we've gone into extreme heat. The whole of Europe has gone into extreme heat since they've turned this hydrogen collider off.
It's not going to be turned back on, by what I can see, is it?
I don't know. That's new to me.
I'm sure they said it was not going to be turned back on. But I might be wrong. I don't know much about it. But Jane, Bob Dylan is alive.
That was it. When they first turned it on, they were, I suppose, the conspiracy theorists, because they're trying to recreate the Earth's matter, or the beginning of time. Obviously the theory is obviously that it is going to be cause a black hole. So I know that they were concerned about, when they first turned it on, it was going to cause a black hole, and we was all going to get sucked into it and die. For all intents and purposes.
Yeah, but if you're smashing that and you're producing something, it has got to be dangerous.
I think it's very dangerous.
But I think they said they're going to turn it off the last time. I can't tell you where I read it. Can't.
I'm going to look. Yes, the hydrogen collider is being turned back on. However, it won't reset immediately. The facility is undergoing a planned 4-year hiatus, known as long shutdown, to undergo a massive upgrade, and its schedule become operational again in 2013.
Oh, okay.
30, sorry. What's it got? The goals, the adjustments will increase the machine's luminosity tenfold, allowing it to produce roughly 10 times more particle collisions than the original design.
But what are we proving with these? What are we proving with these particle collisions? What's it getting us?
Well, I am assuming that we've got to look down the rabbit hole of the side effects of this, because what I've heard while it's been turned off is that people are receiving more and more better sleep.
Right, okay.
They are. I don't know if obviously within the UK, I don't think that's going to be a questionable answer, because I don't think too many people are sleeping well at this moment because of the heat.
Yeah.
But if you live in maybe somewhere like Switzerland and France, and
France have got worse heat, haven't they?
Yeah, but they're going. I believe that they're going to be more. What's the word? More prepared for this sort of heat. Obviously, the Mediterranean. They've got air conditioning. All them sort of places. You go to Spain, everywhere you go, they base everything with air conditioning. And as I said, they were saying last night on the news that it'll come a point when the UK will have to be just like these countries we go on holiday to: Turkey, Spain, Greece, that you go to the hotel and you've got air conditioning. We're going to be like that very soon because of it sounds like that they're, to me, off the hydroclidic clasher, whatever you want to call it, is re-emphasizing global warming. This is all this is going to be about, isn't it? Global warming, global warming, global warming.
Yeah.
It's going to be nothing else. But yeah, regards to what their method is, there is going to be, they're trying to, fundamentally see what particles were.
Yeah, but I just wonder if anybody in the chat knows what the overall goal of what this has been going. What are they trying to achieve? What's
it really doesn't give you any
with particles, neutrons and protons, then you could potentially be creating a bloody big mess underground.
Well, I generally do feel that it is dangerous.
But in saying that, it's only Europeans. If there was anything in it, the Yanks, the Russians, the Chinese, the Japanese would be all over it.
So, just for your benefit, Simon, bear with me a second. Let me just. Right, this is what it looks like.
Wait.
That is what it looks like. So you've got to imagine that in a donut shape, 27 kilometers long. That's what it looks like in a big circle.
Bloody hell. Okay. I'd just like to know what the overall aim is.
I think there is some form of, I'm not sure necessarily it's a bad thing or anything like that. I generally feel it may feel like it's a good thing. I say that sort of tongue in cheek. I know that a lot of people are blaming the Hadron Collider with Mandela effects, certain Mandela effects. That's how this, but then that goes along the lines of when it flicks out, when they turn it on, or it changes it, or it changes the reality that we live in.
Yeah.
So it does. I can understand why. That there is an issue with obviously the Hadron Collider with people, but what its actual main cause is, don't know. CERN is obviously a big organisation.
European,
no, it is European. It is probably one of the biggest things that we hold within Europe. But what is it? But we call it the Hadron Collider. But what is the actual
aim of it? I don't.
But yeah, but then
I'd like to know.
But they're calling it this smashing of particles, to try and get. Now that doesn't seem necessarily the greatest answer, does it?
No,
it really doesn't. So let's really go down a rabbit hole with it. For me, we've got people that have got better sleep, or surmising they've got better sleep. Okay, the Europe has had a heat wave. Okay, so we could go down the rabbit hole of that. This is controlling waves and things like that. Brain patterns and things like that. But what's it to say that it isn't this thing going around? Maybe there's more of them around the globe to keep us sturdy, to give us gravity. What's to say that this isn't a UFO hotspot? What's to say that there isn't a entrance for UFOs to come in and out, or a base of some form of, I think we've got to look at the overall picture of this, a big old area for it to sort of jump in, isn't it?
Yeah. I get it. suppose I'll get it, but I don't get it.
Have you got an opinion on it?
I didn't know about it. To be quite honest, I knew very, very little about it. Have I got an opinion of it? I see it as dangerous if you're smashing particles in a reactor. That's basically what you're doing. So I do see that as dangerous and what effects it could have.
Yeah, I think there is a serious issue to it. I do. But what the serious issue is,
and I just read down a bit. Did you know that it was also famous for being the birthplace of the World Wide Web? So,
evening, Steve. Welcome to the show, matey. Welcome along. No, I didn't.
Well, I've just read down. I thought, okay, I want to see what his main aims are. The aims are see what the universe is made up of. Okay. Study the smallest known particles. Great. What is the matter made of? How does the universe begin? Why do particles have properties? What they do have. But then it goes down to say that it's the birth of the World Wide Web, invented by Tim Berners-Lee in 1989.
And he has something to do with this hydrogen collider.
No, I expect so.
Did you know that the Earth crust rises and falls under CERN?
And it affects the collider? No, I really didn't.
Well, that must be... You've got to think that's a big old expanse of thing, that cylindrical thing. So there must be something that, obviously, they're colliding together. There must be something that is rotating in there. There has to be, mustn't there?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
You have something that's, if you're clashing something together, you have to have, obviously, in my eyes, you've got to have ions going that way and then the neutrons going that way to make it hit at some point. They couldn't all go the same direction or they're not going to hit. They're just going to be in the same motion. So I'm assuming one goes one way. So you're going to get this motion of, and it looked like it was made up of copper. And, you know, you look at copper I'm sure that had copper on it. Yeah, it's made up of copper. You can see the copper quite clearly.
It's energy, doesn't it?
So you've obviously got, there must, as you say, Simon, I think Andy Penn has generally, I think he's made a good point there. I really do. I think that's dangerous.
I think when you're doing, I think when you're doing things like, well, protons, neutrons, it's all atomic, isn't it? That's where my brain goes, and I know very little about CERN, to be honest, very little. But if you tell me I was smashing protons and
it is nuclear,
splitting particles, what did they do to form the nuclear bomb? That's exactly what they did.
Well, then maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is a...
Yeah, but can you imagine if we've got that down there in Europe, in between Switzerland and France, that America, China, Russia would let us have anything like that under there?
Well, I would be on the sense of probably yes. I would be saying yes because NATO, you know, that's the whole of Europe. It's pretty much the whole globe apart from China, Russia, and a few others. Right in the center of between, obviously, Russia and America. We're talking nuclear. Would it be out of the possible remits? That is, you know, you look at the Cold War, where we had nuclear bombs. Russia were facing nuclear bombs, and America were facing nuclear bombs. Maybe this is. I think you may have. For me, you've probably pushed me to be more that it potentially could be a weapon, more than anything.
Turning back in 2030 after maintenance, they're wanting to make an even larger one. Well, what for?
I suppose
And why is it so sort of? It's not publicised, is it? Really, you don't see it on mainstream.
no. There was when they turned it on, there was definitely mainstream coverage of it. 100% there was mainstream cover of it. But maybe this is something that's always been here. You know, maybe this is, we talk about this alien technology. We talk about people talk about, reverse engineering of their spacecrafts. What's to say that this isn't some reverse engineering of something that is giving the universe free energy? Okay, we're never going to see any of that. That's something that we're never going to see. But is what it will do is it will keep us paying in to something that we don't need to be paying into.
Yeah.
Something that big is obviously generating some form of energy. It could be nuclear, as you say, if it's splitting out.
If you're splitting that, it's surely got to be. It's got to be.
I think
why is such an effect when you turn it off?
So I'm assuming that once you turn it off, in my head, that it will start to fall.
I don't know.
I think it would fall because I think if it's something spinning, it's going to lift, and if something is going to be flat, it goes down, doesn't it? That's how my head works.
Yeah.
So I'd be assuming that Andy there has said what he said is about it going up and down.
The Earth crust rises and falls, and it affects. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Really weird stuff inside the HC, the Hadron Collider, is then out of space.
It's colder than outer space. But collisions inside it are hotter than anything in the universe. See, this is what I'm saying. That to me is dangerous. If you're doing that.
But do you not feel that's weaponizing?
I don't know. I don't know what they'll be doing.
Feel that's weaponizing.
That's weird. It's that bit worrying, to be quite honest.
But then that goes along that not the same theory, but we're talking about something that's very cold, but inside is very hot. Yeah. Now, what's the difference of what you were saying the other week about planes? What's the difference? Are we in one gigantic hydrogen collider? Yeah, I said it. Protons circle the ring 11,245 times per second, taking 10 hours before they collide.
And then what happens when they collide?
Andy seems to know his stuff, so Andy, keep it
What
coming.
happens when they collide, Andy? Sorry, I'm really... I don't know much about CERN. And the more I'm hearing about it, the more I don't like it.
I say it was only a question that we got asked. I said it's a live Q&A session. So
and then when Jane said Bob Dylan had gone through CERN, and I thought, what? but I take it was he come back to life. He was.
Oh, right. I don't know if this is right.
Jason. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Right.
Yes.
Do
you want me to read it?
Hold on. I don't think we're going to be able to read it all. I'm going to have to read it off of the actual thing because it only takes a little bit. So, from AI, think of the Large Hadron Collider like a bumper car track, but instead of slow cars, it shoots two beams of tiny particles, protons, in the opposite direction at almost the speed of light. Powerful magnets guide the particles to smash together. Scientists study the wreckage of those crashes to understand the fundamental laws of nature. By upgrading to more powerful magnets, This increases the crashes and allows scientists to study the impact in a greater detail in particular dark and antimatter. And just like probably me and Simon, to be honest, I'm none the wiser.
So powerful magnets again. There you go. Powerful magnets.
Copper.
Powerful magnets. Again, it's.
There has to be something. There has to be something. There really has to be something.
Wow.
And I do feel that there's got to be some form of weaponizing here.
Yeah, but so then we study that, see what we've got.
I know there is a massive delay on YouTube, so I know that it will come back up in a minute. With more questions. I do feel there is a massive delay.
I like that. To be honest, I'm none the wiser. I don't like that. No, nor am I. You know, this is one I wouldn't think I'd ever get involved in, but I'm gonna have to look at it now.
What do you feel that? All right, for what do you feel then? You're saying it concerns you. What do you feel that it could do then if it went wrong?
Like Chernobyl or something like that.
I think this is going to be more powerful than Chernobyl.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like a Chernobyl, something along that scale.
But this is what I'm saying. Where is the energy coming to power this? This isn't your normal, 240 plug, is it? That you're plugging into the wall.
No, but it's the magnets, powerful magnets.
What's the size of the power plug? The wires that you're using? Seriously, you've got yeah.
And then what do they do with the dark matter and antimatter that they produce? Because surely that can't be good, can it? Can it?
Mate, I really don't know.
Paul, where are you?
I really don't know. I generally don't know where my head wants to go. I do feel that there's some weapon in this. I generally do feel that there is some weapon intake into this. I don't quite understand why we need to know the fundamental laws of nature, because it's the biggest load of codswallop that we know anyway. So I think they're lying there. I do think they're covering up there more than anything. Look, there's what it is. Who knows? What it is? Who knows?
I don't know. I don't suppose you can go and visit it either.
No, I very much doubt you could go and visit it. Guys, if you've got any more questions, please pop them in the chat. Let us know,
Thanks for that, Jane. It's really going to give me a bit of research to do for the next 25 years if I last that long.
Yeah, so, yeah. It just there is let's have a look. So there's a message coming on a different form here. Not a message, but a comment. Okay. Controlling the weather, earthquakes, CERN opening portals and time shifts, chemtrails heating up the atmosphere, blocking the sun. Who knows? That's the only thing.
Look at that though, from
Andy, let me put it on the thing. Unless the fact of the day,
useless fact
today, each cable contains thousands of filaments, only 0.00 millimeters thick. If laid end to end, they would reach the sun and back 6 times, plus 150 trips to the moon.
This thing's been built for something, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly this, exactly that.
They're
That's
still working on it, so now they're going to take another 4 years to make it bigger, whatever they're doing with it, or get rid of the shit that they've probably created
oh,
somehow.
100%, 100%. There's something in that, Simon, because obviously each cable is contained copper. Okay, now I don't know. I don't. Do you know the? Have you heard the theory about copper?
Yeah, it's yeah, it's if you the pyramid theory and all that.
No,
See,
no. Going back not too long ago, when before the, I don't know if it was the Rockefellers or the Rothschilds, sort of started to involve themselves in the matter of hospitalization. Okay, so was it? I'm not going to answer. I will answer that one. Would you rather have a 2-to-1 conversation over a steak dinner with an alien or ghost?
ghost,
Alien,
ghost.
because I don't have to go. I don't have to take a ghost to dinner.
Right, yeah, but then the thing is, can I choose my ghost?
There's another one. Can you choose his ghost, Jim?
Can I choose my ghost?
Can you choose your ghost? So prior to the NHS and things like that, what was all this? They use these sterile surgical stainless steel now.
Yeah.
Right. Prior to that, Cheryl, don't worry. So are we. I have to say, I haven't got a clue what you've been talking about. A very little, no, Matt, but I'm enjoying looking into UFOs. I'm reading Non-Human by.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good book. Yeah, I think I've got it here somewhere.
Yeah, I've got mine next to me. So, Jim chooses.
Oh, Jim, I've got it on me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind, actually, yeah. Yes.
Very much, because he holds a lot of keys to a lot of things that went on. A lot of things. He knows a lot about Antarctica and things that are hidden there. So sorry, let me get back to my copper theory. Okay.
Yeah.
So copper dowsing rods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very conductive.
Yeah.
Do you know copper does not hold and cannot transmit bacteria?
Right.
Can't do it. Okay. Bacteria cannot live on copper.
So if you want to stop disease, just live in a copper bed with copper surround.
So what did patients used to drink out of in hospitals?
Copper jugs or something like that.
Copper cups, because it couldn't transmit disease. So what did they used to use when cutting open people?
Copper knives. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What have they taken away from hospitals now?
Copper?
Very much so. Down to, why was your water always transferred in copper pipes? It can't transmit bacteria. They're changing it to plastic.
Cheaper.
It's not. It's because they can't get the fluids that they want to spread around in copper. It can't take it. Why do they don't want you out of hospital, do they? They know it energizes the water. Put your water in a copper mug, it energizes the water. People, they were realizing that people wasn't in hospital very long because of the copper atoms, or the copper magnetization within the cups were healing people. One of the biggest things was, what have they taken out of the hospitals?
Copper. Yeah.
No, even better. Balconies. Back in the day, every day, if you were well enough, they would, and it was in the summer, they would put your bed out in the sunlight. and they would realise people wouldn't be in hospital as long as they are now. They don't do it anymore. They don't let you have a sunlight. How many wards allow sunlight into the wards?
Yeah, probably
Not many, unless you've got a private room. One room, if you're in a ward, one room at the end.
Yeah, no windows. Yeah.
No windows, not to let sunlight in. It's a healing energy. That's the thing. They're removing copper from us. Our pipework, don't want it because it can't transmit disease. It's antibacterial. So why did they remove it from the hospitals?
Well, I can't answer that. Why did they remove it from the hospital?
Population control for a start.
Yeah, I suppose so. But then it's probably easier ways to do that, though, isn't there?
Yeah, but it is. Look, we've got a lot of. We're going back to who pays the bill, the electric bill. I'm going back to CERN.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's a veggie, so probably be trying a dinner date, just and he'll be happy. Back to Andy again. Copper and silver are both natural antimicrobials. They kill or disable many bacterial, fungi, and some viruses without chemicals. Why would you not have that in a hospital?
Because it would be copper's very dear, isn't it? And silver's going to be very dear.
Yeah, but the price of
I know. No, I'm not. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm just playing devil's advocate and saying,
look, I'm not saying it's going to heal every disease. That's not what I'm saying. But how many people are going into hospital with transmissible diseases here? You know, coughs and sneezes, but flu, aerial bacteria. You know, we was talking about COVID being in the air, spreading. What was the big one back in before COVID that people were dying in hospitals are MRSA?
Something like that, yeah.
MRSA. Now, bearing in mind, pretty much if they used copper to drink out of, it doesn't matter if you give your glass to the next person. It can't transmit anything. It can't live on it.
Yeah, isn't it?
But we're now using stainless steel that can spread.
It's cheaper though. Cheaper.
Exactly. Cheaper or not, but copper stands a test of time. How many copper pipes have we got in our house? How often do they go bang?
Yeah.
It's very much. No, that's exactly. Who knows what goes in hospital these days? They aren't what they used to be.
Yeah, great.
No, 100%. Because they can't control the people that are going in there. There's hundreds and hundreds a day going in there.
Not enough. Can't really knock hospitals at the moment.
No, but still, you think hundreds and hundreds of people are going in there a day. They can't cope. Copper releases ions, breaks down bacterial cells' walls, destroying viral generic material, disrupting essential enzymes, stopping microbes from reproducing. This is called I can't say that.
Oligo dynamite effect. Oh, I'll have to look at this one as well.
So that's what I'm saying. Why would you take that out of a hospital? Why would you take something out of a hospital that can stop spreading
because
disease?
Things that we build now and are not built for long term, are they? Not built.
Yeah, but that's no different to. Right, you get a headache. What do you put yourself down? Paracetamol.
Yeah.
Okay, we know it works. It gets rid of a headache. Take paracetamols off the shelf. Take ibuprofen off the shelf. Why would you do that? It stops a headache. It helps hundreds of people. It don't make no sense. I can't get into my head. It doesn't matter how much daily spend of copper. Put it in the hospitals because it can't spread. Drink out of a copper jug. They come around these plastic jugs that have been sitting on the side for hours with warm water. It's going to have micros in it. I don't think.
Yeah.
But why would you take all the copper out? They had it. They had it.
It's probably money. It's probably money.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if it was in the hospitals, copper don't rust. Copper doesn't rust. What would it
They
do?
must have taken it out for a reason.
Yes, because it was a health benefit.
I don't know.
It was proven to. They want people. You think of the. This is a very conspiracy show, isn't it? Really. What is the biggest money maker of all time? The medication industry.
Oh yeah, the drug industry. Yeah,
The pharmaceutical companies. They're huge. They're huge. It's a money maker. You can't have no disease in this world because it wouldn't be beneficial for everybody. Yeah. Sorry, I can't get it up. A multi-billion-pound needs to spread the disease to convince that we need more drugs to keep them rich.
Yeah.
Copper, simple, will stop that. Well,
Yeah.
stop everything. Please don't think I'm saying here copper's, going to stop cancer. That's not what I'm saying. But the minuscule things within hospitals that they tell you not to do, the very, very minuscule, what did they tell you to do when COVID was there? When you go into the hospital side, they put the alcohol. You've got to wash your hands.
That's what they're saying. That is what they're saying. It's money.
I generally believe so.
And copper tarnishes. That's another thing that they're saying. Copper will tarnish.
It may tarnish, but it's going to take a long time to tarnish.
No, not on handles and door handles and things like that. That's what they say. But yeah, I agree.
I generally feel that there would be more
It's probably what Jason has said.
I'm with Jason 100%.
Yeah, some are 100%. I think it is. I think it's
100%.
Yeah.
I really do feel that is 100% the truth.
Yeah.
What the reason of CERN is, don't know, but I only link in because it's got copper in it. It has some form of connectivity that I think, as you said, Simon, prior to this, when I said started to send copper, you went along the pyramid thing.
Yeah.
Copper pyramids.
Energy. It's the energy of it.
Yeah. It's a conductor of high energy.
Yeah, it is. And if they're using that underground, I don't know for what reason, what reason they're giving is what reason they're giving, but are they using it? What? There's got to be an ulterior to that, and I don't think we'll ever find out what it is.
Oh, it's well above us.
Yeah.
It ain't just. I'm sorry. It ain't just to smash ions together to see. We're not spending billions upon billions.
You can visit it.
Billions. No. I'd like to know who lives under it. If anyone lives under it.
If anybody asks a question, I'm going to ask a question. Can you visit?
What is 27 km to miles? That's 16 miles long. So a 16 miles circle. I still think it's some form of beacon. I do think I can link that to UFOs. I do. Extraterrestrials.
Oh, you can visit it. Public can visit it.
Yes, you absolutely can, Kurt.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly that, Kurt. Yeah.
I have. Look, I've got mine right next to me. Copper.
Yeah.
Copper. Absolutely copper. I've had these for 20 odd years. They're not tarnished badly. I'd still drink out of it knowing I'm going to get myself a copper cup. Sod it. Sod it.
Yeah. You can visit, apparently. Seriously.
I've always wanted to go to Switzerland.
There you go.
This thing is huge, though. It is huge.
Yeah, you're not going to see it all. 10 guided tours when available and booked in advance. Oh, do you know? I'd like to go there now.
Just look. Right, I'm going to show you another one. Look at this. Look at that. Look at all them wires.
Yeah, what happens if one of them goes wrong? Find your fault on there, mate. Yeah.
That's just crazy. That is just crazy. You wouldn't like that. Copper has removed.
For financial reasons,
Yeah, you know what? That's what they're going to tell us. That is what they're going to tell us. There was too. It's too much. You know, there was too. I'm sorry. It was helping. Copper helps. Copper helps people. Copper can. You know, it is a powerful energy source, and I think that's why they're trying to get rid of it. I generally do feel that. I generally feel
I agree.
that
I agree.
you know they don't want people like us finding that sort of out. Do you know what? Is CERN suppressing the masses? Is it a suppressor? Can it suppress the spiritual awakening? Can it have a detrimental feel of spiritual people? Can it waver spiritual people?
It probably could, but the magnetism gets me as well.
Well, that would upset
Yeah.
people.
I'm going to find out how much would it cost to visit.
I can't think it'd be cheap. I very much doubt it'd be cheap. Being in Switzerland as well, all the rich live in Switzerland, don't they?
Free.
$3,000.
No, it's free.
Oh, you got to be handpicked though.
Can have up to 11 people.
Oh, get us on it. Get us on it. Get us on it, and we'll go to the Hydrogen Collider.
Okay.
If it's free, then that's well worth it. I've never been to Switzerland.
If you're travelling from London, I can also estimate a total cost of a 1 or 2 day stay. Okay. Please.
I know Switzerland's very, very expensive, but I've always wanted to go to Switzerland. Simon's looking confused.
No, it's actually hotel 1 to 2 nights, 70 to 150 quid. Airport transport, I don't know how much. Oh, return flight from London to Geneva, 50 to 120 quid. In total, between 160 and 380 pounds. Well, I'd do that in a day and a week. Morning flight from London to Geneva. Visits, yeah.
Wow. Any chance we can get Brian Cox on to explain it all?
Yeah, we could try.
Yeah, I very much doubt it somehow. I very much doubt he would want to come on here. But no, I do generally feel that I do think this is, as we say, I do feel that I want to say it is some form of weapon. Do I think it's a weapon that's going to fire anything or that? No, I do think that it is suppressing the masses. I really do. I think there's more than one of these around the world.
So do I. I think there's one in Antarctica.
Yeah, I would say that. I would say there's probably.
Yeah.
You know, this is the one that is known.
If the Americans ain't involved in this, they've certainly got one. If the Russians ain't involved in this, they've certainly got one. If the Chinese ain't involved in this, they've certainly got one.
I think they've all got one, and I do think it is. I think it's a controlling method of suppressing the masses. I think, you know, let's be fair. The spiritual realm over the last couple of months at all has been very hard. It's not been its normal bubbly self in my eyes. I think it's not easy necessarily to communicate. I say communicate. I feel it's sort of a little bit patchy here and a little bit patchy there. You really have to put your mind to it. It's not. How do I say it?
Yeah, but I do find that sometimes sometimes of the year.
Yeah.
It does happen at various points of the year, I think.
Right, so let's have a look. One of the reasons copper is being harvested from everywhere is due to the demand of electrical cars using huge amount.
Mm.
I'm assuming it's the batteries. I suppose it's the batteries. Within the batteries, I'm assuming it's got.
Yeah, it's good to know, isn't it?
Sorry, I'm swear I just heard a voice. That was weird. Yeah, I'm assuming it's using the car batteries, which I get it. But what happens to the batteries? The batteries are going to fail safe, aren't they? Again,
Yeah.
you know they run out of battery. You know, batteries don't last long. Once you've charged them up a few hundred times, what happens to them? I know it's lithium and it's supposed to be a little bit more different, but still, I still think they've got a shelf life. So what happens to that? Do they get recycled? Pretty much about it. But yeah, no, with the hydrogen collider, I say we can't give you an answer. We can just debate it. What it is, we're not here to give answers, really.
No, but I'm seriously thinking of going to have a look at it.
Oh,
I seriously will now. Now it's free. Now I know it's free. Well, not.
I
I'd
am
have paid
on.
extra. But
I
you're
am-
going to get a guided tour to what they want you to see anyway, aren't you?
I will be joining you for that one. I will be joining you. I would like to join you on that one. 110.
Well, I'm trying to arrange it because I think that's quite. I thought it'd be a lot of money, but it's not. It's a budget hotel, budget airline. Who cares?
But do you feel that they're showing us the actual, for them to be showing us? Do you feel that it's? Oh, right. Okay, hold on. Right. I'll come on to that in a minute, Kirk. Let's round up the hydrogen collider thing, okay? And we'll move on.
I think what you're going to get if you go when we go. Saying it, I'm going to go there because I think I should go and have a look at it. I'd never heard of it up to about a week or so ago. I didn't know that existed. So I think you'll get what they want you to see, like everything else.
I think what I hear about Switzerland, it's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I really would like to go and see Switzerland, but I know you can drive to it.
Well, probably good, yeah.
I think you can drive to Switzerland. You know, so I'd be happy to do a road trip through Switzerland. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it?
It'd be lovely.
Right. I'm going to have to read it out because I can't get that on the screen. So it's only going to show you a little bit, all right? But I will read it out to you, okay? Kurt Essex, I missed last week's show about UFOs. I watched it back on playback. Anyway, I think it was around 2011 when we had that snow in December. I was looking after a friend's house near Brighton and I was told London was getting snowed in. The personally mistakenly told me it was going to be like deep snow in January 1991.
Yeah.
So my friend was on their way back and I decided to head home. Hold on. With five pets in the car and the neighbour. As we got to Clackick Lane services and we were driving around 20 miles an hour, there was a bright light shining down on us. We had the windows open because the car was steaming up. It was an old car. I noticed that the bright light shining down could have been a helicopter. It couldn't have been an helicopter because there was no sound. It suddenly shot off really fast. I have no idea what it was. I have what it was, a UFO, and an unidentified flying object. When I searched on the internet at the time, there was a UFO spotting database, and other people had seen the exact same thing at Clackick Lane services.
There you go.
That's really interesting.
That is, yeah.
And you know, as you say, Kurt, you've put the pieces together in my eyes. For the sheer fact is that you said you listened out for sound.
Yeah.
No sound. A helicopter would give off quite sound. And once again, how did it make you feel, Kurt? Was you frightened?
Probably a helicopter wouldn't be flying if it was bad weather conditions anyway.
No, not if it was snow. And doing 20 mile an hour, so I'm assuming snow would have been falling at that point.
It looked like if you're driving 20 miles,
Yeah.
it would be ice.
And yeah, what would be flying in that weather?
Yeah, so
You know, and obviously planes we know can fly in that weather, but they would have no sense of lights shining on the ground or anything like that. You know, if it was a little bit further round, coming back from Brighton on the M23, I would say it may have been a low flying airplane and a low flying aircraft coming into land at Gatwick.
you'd hear it.
But you would hear it. I wasn't frightened, but I was amazed. I wasn't frightened, but I was amazed. Living in Dagenham, I'm used to helicopters. It shot off really fast. I mean, really fast.
Yeah, so.
He said you had your neighbour in the car as well, Kurt. Did they see it as well? Did they see it? I assume they did. So that would be interesting. But yeah, to see other people sighting it,
Yeah.
I suppose we have to have a look into that. Suppose
It
we could
must
have a look
be,
into
yeah,
that.
it must be a
a
well-known
database.
incident, I reckon, yeah.
I would think that's somewhere that's in the database as well, which is really interesting. Really interesting. He didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Yes, my neighbour saw it, and we were both looking at it. Did you see a shape or anything to it, Kurt? Did you see any form of shape or get a sense of size? I suppose that's the questions that I'm just got. You know, the sound thing is the thing that.
And the thing is, they seem to split as well. It's this. I don't know if you had a chance to look at that Belgian wave.
No, I haven't yet. That's one.
If you can have a look at it because these things come down, but then they're quite triangular and all that inside, and then they seem to split. It's really really quite weird.
No shape. The searchlight was so bright, couldn't see anything above the lights. There was no sound whatsoever. Good question. Good question, Andy. Did the animals react?
Good point.
Did the animals react? See what they say. That's a good thing. Did the animals react? That's interesting. I didn't think of that. I forgot about the animals. I was more thinking of the people looking out.
Yeah.
Now it's like where it's a delay, we have to now like try and fill time because we're trying to wait for Kurt.
What's the Belgian wave? And I sent you a little link to another one as well where it's.
As far as I remember, the animals didn't react. It was 2 dogs and 3 cats. The 3 cats were in baskets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting story. A good story, Kurt.
Yeah, great story.
Yeah.
Do you still do any sort of UFO watching, Kurt? Let us know. Anybody in the chat, please put your questions through to us. Let us know what
your experiences like Kurt's just done, because I'm fascinated in some of this stuff that people are saying. And the one I think it's in Australia, and I think it's now got over 1,300 witnesses to this UFO. 1,300 people have seen it. Yeah, come on. Yeah, 3 you'd be saying that's pretty good. 6 you'd be saying you're brilliant.
Yeah, but that'd be no different sort of to the Phoenix Lights, would it? The Phoenix one.
Yeah.
That went across. I think it went across about 3 states, and a lot of people saw it. But they, Kurt said, never seen anything else. Used to do a lot of nighttime dog walks, and obviously being into wildlife, going out looking for
Nocturnal, yeah.
nocturnal wildlife. Never seen anything apart from satellites, and once saw the International Space Station. Never seen apart from that one. Jason has put.
That's a good point. Look at
Just
that.
read there was a huge surge of UFO sightings in England in December 2011.
Is that where Kirk saw it?
No, I think it was 1991, wasn't it?
No.
Oh yeah, look, I think it was around 2000. Where was 91 though?
It was there, but
January 1991. Right, sorry, Kurt, I got that wrong. So yeah, look, that's interesting.
that is interesting. We'll have a look at that. 2011.
What was there any major incidences? I saw it in December 2011, Clackett Lane service.
Yeah.
Oh, very, very interesting.
No, Jason just said there was a surgeon. Good.
That is very interesting. Well, we'll have to do some digging to see what sort of. I don't know if I can. UFO December UK 200211. Let's have a look. Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. Clackett Lane, you said, wasn't it? Clackett.
Yeah. Been stuck there a few times in my life.
Yeah, deep snow. Yeah, who doesn't get stuck there? It don't matter what time of bloody day you go to Clackett Lane. You always get stuck at Clackett Lane. The services.
What area would that be? Like, what area is Clackett Lane?
There was while the UK experienced notable spikes in UFO violence, the most notably the London Mothership fleet sighting in June 2011. The M25 services location south of London is entirely absent from the databases. But in Surrey, there was a flagship mothership.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be somewhere around sort of.
Look near go Oxted. OXTED.
What? Oxted.
Yeah.
And how are you spelling that? Sorry.
OXTED.
Yeah. Just having a think about it. I know it's only Google, but while 2000 was predominantly marked by viral sky lanterns and Ormacalyptus Lucas cloud formations across the UK. No, I have to do a little bit more digging.
Yeah.
So I can't seem to find it in there just as I'm sort of doing the show as well, because I'd have to sort of do it. But yeah, no, very, very interesting. Very interesting that people are seeing UFOs, and Kurt, well done for saying it. A lot of people don't bring themselves forward to say about UFOs and things like that because I think they get frightened that people are going to get ridiculed for it. But so well done.
Yeah. I think that's why people don't say it, because you're ridiculed about it.
Yeah. So, guys, if you've got any more questions that you want to put in the chat, ask anything paranormal, UFO, conspiracy theory, just ask away, guys. Just ask away. Let us know what you are thinking. I don't know what I would. Have you got any questions, Simon? Have you got anything that you want to?
No, not really. I just getting into sort of observations is that the more you go on to look at these UFO sightings, and there's a whole cluster of people that see them, and that's what convinces me more that that's the ones I'm really looking into now. So like the Belgian wave, it starts with policemen, it carries on and on and on and on. And lots of people saw that. And then you get this, I think it was Australian, you get the same thing. And people, they actually, the thing was, it went over a school and all the school children come out and they drew them, right? They drew the pictures. And the school, they were very, 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 very good, matched up. So each one matched up.
Interesting. There's a really good program on Blaze at the moment. I don't know what channel that is on, Sky or Virgin, whatever it is. There's it's every week. I think there's another one tonight, 9 o'clock starting. It started but I watched last week's one, really interesting. UFO sightings, people coming forward to talk about them all around the globe. I think there was 2 based up north with a fireball coming down the road, chasing them. Described it. Very interesting. So yeah, obviously head over to Blaze, guys. You can probably do catch up next week as well. But I think they're on every Thursday as well. Where is a good, fairly local, to Essex? Fairly good local day out paranormal hotspot.
Well, it depends what you want to do. If you just want to go to a forest or somewhere, go and find Cash as well.
Yeah,
that's quite a good one to do.
Beely Lock,
another good one to do. Go around by the Abbey and walk the path. You'll pick up there, Jason. Another quite good one. I would say that you can walk around the outside if it's Landguard Fault, which I don't often do, but it's meant to be very, very paranormal around there.
Coalhouse Fault. Walk around.
Walk around Coalhouse Fault. You won't get in there.
No, Tilbury. You can walk down to Tilbury, can't you?
Actually, find out when Tilbury Fault's open, Jason. You can go in it. You can actually pay to go in it. So that's a good one.
Hadley Castle.
Yeah, Hadley Castle. It's a bit windy up there.
Yeah,
it can be really, and you can't hear much.
Andy Penn. Okay, Andy Penn. Bright lights have been reported at Clackett over the tree lines, and the area is on a military flight corridor.
Okay.
Andy, thanks for joining in the show tonight. Andy, it's really good of you to have you on, actually, because it's everything that we've spoke about. You've got some great little insights. Really good to have you on the show, mate. It's good to have everybody on the show. Everybody that's commenting, it really does help. I quite like Hadley.
Hadley's quite nice. Yeah,
I quite like Hadley.
Hadley is quite nice, and we've had quite. That's last time I went there is where I was walking down the path and I had to go to the toilet. I had to have a wee. And me and Joe were there. It was only me and Joe. And so I thought, I've got to go away. There was nobody about. So I turned around, as you do. You make sure you look once, you look twice. Had a wee, turned around, and then I saw a figure of a bloke as I was actually having the wee. I thought, as you do, turned around and he'd gone. But I couldn't see his feet. I could not see his feet. I could see his body, and he'd gone. And funny enough, Joe saw it. But he said he wasn't looking at his feet. But we both saw this bloke. Describe it. 1 minute there, gone. So, Hadley's pretty good, yeah. Hadley is good. So that was a full-body apparition. And I'm not talking about a night like this. I'm talking about pretty cold. Not greatest of conditions. So it's the last thing you'd expect to see. There weren't many people about.
What about this one?
Hockley Woods. One side dark, one side spiritual. Hockley Woods. If you pull up in the main car park, Right hand side is definitely dark arts, witchcraft. Still think it may even be practiced there, down in the dip. Other side is, yeah, you'll pick up World War II. You'll pick up loads of things. That's a good one to go.
Was that where you is that where you heard the music playing once?
We heard music playing. We heard the motorbike, and the bloke on the motorbike wanted a cigarette, and then that was the good side, right? The other side, we actually saw the lights down the hill. Yeah, so it's. Are you going to be doing any evening, nighttime walks in the distance? Yeah, Jason, we are really trying to plan one, and we'll email you. All right.
Yeah, just keep an eye out. I don't know where, but I'm assuming this was potentially
Hadley.
I was there about 2001 with my mate about 3 a.m, and we heard an old woman calling us through the wind. As my torch battery went out, wasn't even there looking for ghosts, was there looking for glowworms. Walking back from Benfleet to Southend-on-Sea, the woman's voice was old and said, "Come here, boys."
You should have asked if it was Wryneck Sally, because that's one of the well-known ghosts down that path. If it was on that path, it was on the pathway, it's likely to be Wryneck Sally Kurt. She's well known.
Who is it? Sorry, what's the name?
Wry-necked Sally.
Wry-necked Sally?
Yeah, they have a wry neck. It's a crooked neck. And she will give you a whack round the head. She hits you. She can hit you.
I don't like the fact we're calling her Wry-necked Sally.
Yeah.
Well, Kurt just run, and I said to my mate, "I'm not hanging about. Can't we just call her Sally?"
No, she's known as Wryneck Sally.
Yeah, but that's...
So go down the path and say, "Come on, Wryneck, come and see us. See what you get."
No, but that's why she's clubbering people.
Yes, does cover. Who did she hit round the head? She hit somebody round the head there.
Why can't they just call her Sally?
Because she's known as Wryneck, because she had a crooked neck. Like,
still.
And that's where we heard the dog, wasn't it? Do you remember that? Oh,
the shuck.
Yeah, we heard the scream, didn't we? That was...
Well, I saw the red eyes.
Yeah. That was a Hockley.
That wasn't. That was in the field next to Hockley, wasn't it?
Hadley.
Hadley. Yeah. That was in the field next to Hadley. As you walk up the path, it was on your right-hand side.
Yeah, there's a lot goes on in that path. That's one of the most haunted places. It's a path. Yeah. But a good place to go.
Yeah. I quite like that place, actually. Quite like that place. It's a nice view, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as the wind's not there, I like it.
Let's all summer walk before the evening comes in.
Yeah, totally agree.
We'll try and do something, all right? We will try to do something. Right, I've got a question. How do we know if something you're seeing in the sky is a UFO and not just your imagination?
Good point. You probably don't unless you film it.
Well...
Oh, you've seen it, so you know what you've seen. And...
Yeah, that's a very good question. It's a very good question, because I think Simon is right in what he's saying. You know what you've seen. Why are you... Don't unjudge yourself. Don't judge yourself for what you're seeing. If you know what a plane looks like, you know what a drone looks like, you know what a helicopter looks like. If it looks different to that in the sky, then why couldn't it be?
Yeah, and something's drawn your attention to see it, because you wouldn't see it otherwise. You just walk past, wouldn't you?
And I do generally believe you have to be in a frame of mind to see these. You know,
I think you can call them.
But then I think we talk about frequencies. We talk about this. We talk about that. You know, when we talk to spirit, we're talking on that frequency, we're talking on that frequency. I think it's all connected in some way, shape, or form. It's just where our frequency goes and how we can adjust our frequencies. Do we go down the frequencies? Do we go one of the up the frequencies? Now, what you see is what you see. You're going to get every man and beast have an opinion
Yeah.
on what you've seen. But if you truly know what you feel you've seen, all better if you've got it on camera, because then you can have it. If it moves fast, does it move a different direction? Is it going one way then shoots a different way?
Yeah.
Like Kurt said, has it got sound? What sort of color is it? What shape is it? Everything you can put together and just go down that route. What's this saying? Kurt, one of my answers to that is don't let people tell you didn't see it. If you know you saw something in the sky, then you saw something. It may be not what you think it was. A great way of putting it, Kurt.
Yeah.
Absolute fantastic way of putting it.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I've called them and I'm open to seeing it. Okay, I'm listening.
Have you seen something, Joe? Have you seen it?
Yeah. Have you seen something? Or do you feel that you've seen something, but you're questioning yourself? That's what. So was you Cheryl? Was you in the chat last week? Did you see the videos we put onto the screen last week? Was you with us last week? Did you see the videos that we've caught on the chat? Did you see them videos? Let us know, because I've got these videos here. I'll replay them, and this is what we've caught, and what we've seen. We've got, Paul caught one, I caught one. No, not last week. Okay, so look, I'm going to show. Simon's seen the videos, but we might as well show them again. Let's have a look. So, right, let's have a look. So, I'm going to play this one first and foremost. Let's share the screen. I'm going to show the window. Let's start sharing that. Here, let's take your comment off. Okay, so this was what Paul caught. So it's just holding in the sky.
It's very bright.
Then it starts to move a little bit faster. It goes behind the clouds. Comes out of the clouds and virtually stops. You can sort of see it stop. And there's another one that comes to join it later on in the video. Okay, you can see the plane quite clearly visible above it. There's another one there. And it starts to follow it. So there's Paul's one. Okay. So I've got to stop that share, haven't I? Somehow. This is my one. It's what I caught. Would have been around this time last year, I think. Window, open that up, share that. Let's play. As you can see, I even put I've actually put the tree for context, so I'm not moving the camera, as you can see it. Now, this was quite early on in the evening. This was probably around about 8 o'clock. And when you zoom in, it starts a total different shape. Ready? Watch. Look, changes. Totally changes and starts to flash. So it's all different that you can find. And Oh, hold on. I've got to stop the share. Do I do that? Cancel. Oh, what am I doing? Russell. Sorry. Stop. Even to the point of when. Let me get to the point. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to multitask and I can't do it very well. I'm just trying to get the one that was caught on the Ring doorbell as well.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, well, yeah.
So this was outside my own house, and I just caught it the next day more than anything because So really watch. So you're looking above. If you all look, put your eyes just above the light in front of you, the street light in front of you, above the house, above the hedge, and just watch. You see that? It comes across the screen. I go again. Just the light comes on, and then watch this fast-moving object.
That's too fast for anything I've ever seen. Look at that! Look at that! And it's not a comet because the comet will come down, not across.
Yeah, but it's not even something coming. It's something going across the sky.
It is, yeah.
It's not a bug or not anything like that.
It's not
because it's just not. It can't be. It's moving. It comes up. It comes sort of up.
Cool.
The only thing that gets me with that one, not to throw my obviously because we catch a lot of things coming across the. Don't we? A lot of things are coming across the Thames. Now that isn't coming from the Thames. That's coming the total opposite direction. That is coming from probably sort of central London way.
Going towards the Thames.
No, I'd say that's probably coming towards Southend Airport. It's coming across me, as in that direction. So yeah, it's going up the A13, Benfleet. So yeah, when I was away, when I was last away, I saw a blue light come and go very quickly, about 12 times.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen like the first example you're showing.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, if you can get your phone, take it. Do you know what I mean? You can tell. The one that fascinates me is that one there, the last one I showed you, because it moves so fast. And the one that I showed you, Paul took that actually two of them come together, and to help us all out, the plane come across the top of it. So he knew what was plane and knew what wasn't.
Yeah.
So look, just go out there and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Exactly that.
You do.
Exactly that. There's no, it's like ghost hunting as well. It's the same with paranormal. People can say to me, well, you ain't seen that. And I will just say, you prove, they say to me, oh, you haven't seen that. And I say, well, prove I haven't seen that. So,
Yeah.
Like I can't prove to them, they can't prove that I haven't. So there we go.
Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. Thank you.
Seems like Paul's going to. Good.
Yeah.
Get your phone going, and
just take.
Sometimes you don't even have to be.
No, you don't even have to
your phone up in your sky. And try it.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, guys, we have come towards the end of the show. Thank you ever so much that everyone has joined us tonight, commenting in the chat, letting us know that you're there. Really, 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 really appreciate. I know there's been a few little technical issues with the chat, and I know some of the messages haven't been coming through, but I don't know what's gone on there. I'll do a little bit of digging after that. It just might need a little update somewhere along the line that I probably haven't done or seen. So it's probably my fault, but yeah, I can only apologize for anyone that has sent messages in that hasn't got through to us. I can only apologize on that one. But yeah, thank you for putting all your comments in of the people who did. It seems like that YouTube was the issue tonight, more than Facebook. So, but yeah, thank you ever so much, everybody. Take care.
Questions.
A lot of people saying thanks for a great show. Really enjoyed it. Cheryl said they really enjoyed it. Thank you for a great show. Thank you, Heidi. Obviously, Heidi, please get yourself better soon. Okay, we want you on the show.
Yeah, we
you to
do.
watch the show. We want you to hear what's going on. All right. So get yourself better soon. Yeah, no, thank you ever so much, everybody. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all again next week.